Another episode of Crypto Funds Invest. Welcome to the channel. So Bitcoin right now, in my opinion, is looking fairly weak. We got that nice pop up to about 65,500, but now we're sitting at about 61,500. So we lost about 4K. We're down the past 24 hours. But this week we're still up. We're still up because we did pop down to about 56,500. And then we came back up. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's see what I'm looking at, and let's see what kind of trades or what kind of moves I see coming for Bitcoin. So let's actually go to the 4-hour time frame to start with. We're going to look at the more macro today. So we had that downward sloping trend line that we were using as resistance all the way down. We were in this downtrend here, then we hit it here. Once we hit our head here, we really wicked down massively. Like I said, down to about 56,600. And then we came up because we had this mega support, this mega SR flip right here. So this was basically a deviation. We can call this a deviation. And then we came back up, actually turned this downward sloping trend line resistance into support, blasted up. Now we are looking to hold this SR flip. So we don't want to turn this back into resistance. We came down, but then we came back up. Now we're sitting right on it basically, and we want to hold this line right here. If we do seem to lose this area here, I'll be looking at a quick move back down to about 58.5 to 59K. Hopefully we don't break this and lose this during some sort of weekly close or the weekly close coming up. But right now we're looking like we're holding. The volume on the 4-hour is not looking too pretty. The volume is going down. Ever since the halving, the volume has been going down. As you see here, we can just draw this here. The volume, we peaked up here and then we just been coming down. So you see the volume is actually pretty low right now. So I'll be keeping my eye on the volume. Hopefully we can get some more type of just some more excitement around the market. You know, people like us, we're going to be in the market. We're going to stay in the market. We love the market. A lot of people just come, when it's pumping, and the volume, comes in when it's pumping. So we just got to watch this and watch out for that. And we just want to hold these levels. We just want to hold the levels. Also, what I'm looking at, this is on the daily. We are in a bull flag. This is actually a bull flag. So I'm getting conflicting. I'm really getting conflicting. Well, it's not, it's not really conflicting, because when I look at this chart, when I look at this move, when I look at this pattern, I see we touched our head here, came down to the bottom of the range basically. Let's actually move this up so we can get a more accurate depiction. We hit our head here, we came down. We hit our head here, we came all the way down. We hit our head here, so the next possible or probable thing to do will be to come back down. And if we come back down, we'll be looking at around 55K. But if we keep trucking along and just a slow bleed, we will actually come to the intersection of this upward sloping trend line, this macro upward sloping trend line that I've had drawn ever since October. This is the October of 2023. So you can see this has acted as major support all the way from October. So what I'll be looking for, the best possible or probable scenario for me is if we just keep trucking along sideways and down. This is one of those times in the market where we're just going to probably just chop sideways, chop down, have a pop up, chop down, chop sideways. So my long-term or my macro long, the biggest long I will open will be the intersection of this upward sloping trend line here at about 55K, and the downward sloping support here at about, like I said, at about 54.5 to 55K. So that's what I'll be looking at for Bitcoin. Really, if you want to zoom in and day trade or scalp, we can do that. But I'm not really going to touch on shorter term moves right now. I'm just going to look at the longer term thing for Bitcoin. But if we do seem to break out, because we have to look at each scenario, this will be a massive breakout. I'm not too sure if this is how you do measured moves for bull flags. If I would start all the way at the bottom, let's just do it. Let's just take it from here and see what we come up with, and see if we can have some type of confluence. But that would be breaking all-time high, so it really wouldn't be anything to look at. We would be in price discovery mode. So we will be looking at a price target over 100,000, 120, which is like basically, well, we can bring that down. Even if we broke out, let's say we came down and we came back up and broke out up here, I'll be looking at, you know, 120. So I got that from just this measurement from the bottom here all the way to the top. So we'll say over 100K is the breakout target for this move if we can break this bull flag. So that's Bitcoin. We do have some alts that are moving right now. We have Illuvium down. That's one of my favorite coins. We have Solana, took a nice little hit, but now it looks like it's starting to recover. But this does look like a double top here. We had something here, then we had something here. So be careful about this right here, this top right here. So we need to break this 160 level and hold that as support for me to get a little bit more bullish on Solana. We had Dogecoin at about almost 15 cents. Ondo, which is one of my favorites. Ondo is always the SR flip. I don't even have to look at this. I just know this. It's at about 85 cents. Yeah, so we're back in this range. We're back in this range here. So we want to break this right here. We want to break this green this green resistance line right here at about 85 cents. Hold that as support. And then Ondo, I think Ondo is going to have a very, very nice rest of the bull market if we can get back on track. Render is popped up again. I think something happened in AI. I'm not too sure. XRP, of course, is still at around 50 to 54 cent, 52 cent to be exact right now. It's basically a stable coin. Just everything across the board is not really up too much. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just basically scalping. I'm basically scalping shorter term trades. And then if we get some sort of massive crashes, then, you know, that's when I'll load the boat up. But other than that, I'm really just chilling, man. Just taking scalps. Like I said, Bitcoin is what I'm really looking at. And Bitcoin is what I want to see break out of this bull flag. We break out of this bull flag, I'm getting super bullish again. I'm getting very, very bullish again. We just gotta this is the time in the markets. If you're new to the markets, this is the time in the markets where we just sit back and, you know, if you're not a trader, you just sit back and don't check your portfolio. Don't check your portfolio every day. Don't check your portfolio all the time. Just let it ride. And if we do start to break key levels at the bottom, like if we do hold 59K, 58 to 59K as resistance, that'll be the time to get sort of bearish, you know. But until then, like all the little deviation down here and whatnot, like we're still looking pretty good. We're definitely still looking pretty good. And even if we broke that, we have some major support coming in at about 50, we'll say 52 to 52.5. So we got some nice resistance. Some nice support levels for Bitcoin, some nice structural support levels for Bitcoin. So I'm not really getting too bearish right now. A lot of people just get bearish at support and bullish at resistance. So, you know, it's just one of them things. You're in the market, you just know that one day we're gonna wake up and Bitcoin's gonna be at 80K and we're gonna be like, darn, I missed the move. Like when you should have just been chilling and, you know, not really stressing about it. It's just how crypto is, just how the market is, man. So like I said, man, thank you for watching. This is FD White, aka Crypto Funds. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out. Don't get too down when the market is down. Don't get too up when the market is up. Stick to your plan, stick to your strategy, and you should do fine. I will talk to you in the next video. Peace.